To live with purpose, to act with passion, and to love without limits. Rest in peace. You will never be forgotten.
New day, new drama in South Africa. According to new reports, Bianca Carmichael suddenly runs out of Presley Chweneyagi Memorial Service as she claims to see his ghost after delivery a speech. Please like this video as you watch. In a moment that blurred the line between the earthly and the spiritual, Bianca Carmichael, celebrated actress and longtime friend of the late Presley Chweneyagi, left mourners stunned when she suddenly ran out of his memorial service, claiming she had seen his ghost mere moments after delivering a tearful tribute. The bizarre and emotional event unfolded at the Market Theatre in Johannesburg, where hundreds had gathered to honor the life of the acclaimed actor known worldwide for his gripping performance in the Oscar-winning film Tsotsi. What was meant to be a dignified occasion to celebrate his legacy quickly turned into an unexpected scene of confusion and awe. Presley Chweneyagi's memorial was nothing short of monumental. With the backdrop of black velvet curtains and flickering candles, the venue was filled with close friends, government officials, artists, and ordinary citizens who had been touched by his work. Photographs of the late actor from various stages of his life graced the entrance, and soft jazz music played in the background, creating a somber, reflective mood. Among those chosen to speak was Bianca Carmichael, an acclaimed performer in her own right who shared an unshakable bond with Presley that began early in their careers. Their relationship spanned over 20 years, one of mutual admiration, creative collaboration, and deep-rooted friendship. Wearing a tasteful ensemble of mourning black, Bianca stepped onto the stage just after the second musical tribute. Her words immediately struck a chord with the audience. "He wasn't just an actor. He was a revolution in motion," she said. Presley didn't act to impress, he acted to awaken. She spoke tenderly of their first meeting in Soweto, where both were aspiring performers with big dreams and little else. She remembered his laughter, his passion, and his refusal to compromise on telling authentic African stories. Just as the crowd was absorbing the power of her tribute, the atmosphere changed dramatically. Eyewitnesses report that as Bianca descended from the podium, she suddenly paused mid-step, staring into the shadows of the backstage area. Her expression changed from solemnity to what could only be described as shock, a sudden widening of the eyes, a sharp intake of breath. "She looked like she saw a ghost," said Lesedine Kosi, a camera operator capturing the event for live streaming. "I thought she was going to faint, but instead, she turned and ran straight down the aisle." Within seconds, Carmichael had exited the auditorium, leaving many in disbelief and a few in tears. It wasn't until later that the truth behind her abrupt departure surfaced. Through a brief statement released by her publicist, Bianca Carmichael claimed that she had seen the apparition of Presley Chweneyagi standing at the side of the stage, smiling at her. Exactly how he would before they'd go on stage during past theater productions. "I know what I saw. It wasn't a hallucination. Presley was there, calm, peaceful, proud. It was him," her statement read. This revelation divided public opinion. While some dismissed her experience as a result of emotional distress or grief-induced hallucinations, many others, particularly those who honor ancestral beliefs, took her words very seriously. In many African cultures, it is believed that the spirits of the recently departed remain close to the physical world during their final ceremonies. The idea of a loved one appearing during a funeral or memorial service is not uncommon in spiritual traditions that emphasize ancestor veneration. Dr. Zamikul Dlamini, a cultural anthropologist and traditional healer, explained on a local talk show, "It's entirely possible that Bianca experienced a spiritual visitation. Spirits, especially those of the righteous or the unsettled, are known to appear at their own farewells to express gratitude or to offer closure." She added that Bianca may have been spiritually receptive to Presley's presence due to their strong emotional and artistic connection. Bianca's startling claim ignited a wave of reactions online and in the press. Social media platforms exploded with hashtags like #PresleyAppears and #BiancaSeesGhost, with opinions ranging from empathy to skepticism. While some users wrote heartfelt messages like, "Presley came to say his final goodbye," others argued she was overwhelmed by grief and needed rest. Several celebrities and colleagues came to her defense, urging the public to show compassion and respect during such a sensitive time. Journalist Rufus Malongu penned an op-ed titled, "Grief is not linear, and sometimes it's supernatural," arguing that dismissing Bianca's account was dismissing the deep cultural and spiritual traditions that inform how many South Africans understand death and mourning. Following the incident, Bianca Carmichael withdrew from public engagements. She canceled all media interviews and postponed her upcoming theatrical production. According to her team, she was spending time at a wellness retreat in Limpopo, engaging in spiritual cleansing and grief counseling. Meanwhile, the Chweniagi family expressed understanding and grace, saying in a public message, "We appreciate Bianca's heartfelt speech and the love she showed our Presley. Whatever she experienced, we believe it was rooted in truth and love. May his spirit find peace." 3 weeks after the incident, Bianca was spotted at a youth arts center in Pretoria, one that Presley had helped to establish before his passing. She laid a single white rose beneath a mural painted in his honor. She didn't speak to reporters or offer a public statement, but those present noted the serenity in her expression. Some believe she returned to offer her final goodbye. Others believe she had come full circle, no longer haunted, but blessed by a farewell beyond human comprehension. The memorial service for Presley Chweniagi was meant to celebrate a life of passion and purpose. But what unfolded that day transcended the ordinary. Whether it was a supernatural encounter or a poignant manifestation of grief, Bianca Carmichael's experience reminds us that love, memory, and spirit often intersect in mysterious ways. In African cosmology, the boundary between the living and the ancestral is not a hard line. It is a bridge, and sometimes, in moments of great emotion, that bridge becomes visible. And perhaps, in that brief, chilling moment at the Market Theater, Presley walked across it. Thank you for watching this video. See you on our next video with more amazing contents.